Very much, Mr. President. Mr. President, before I deliver my statement on this agenda item, allow me to start by expressing points related to the procedural vote earlier. Mr. President, we regret that this particular issue must go through a procedural vote. While we acknowledge all council members' positions regarding the proposal to invite Mr. Jose Bustani as a briefer in today's meeting, we also believe that these matters should have been discussed constructively among council members, and we should have also shown more flexibility. Mr. President, Indonesia believes that any proposal to include a briefer in the Security Council briefings must be based on a comprehensive consideration vis-à-vis the possible added value to the ongoing discussion without adding more complexity on the issue. At the same time, my delegation appreciates any effort to ensure an extensive discussion on the implementation of Resolution 2118 by having a variety of briefers or sources in order to make progress on this dossier. We sincerely hope that we can continue the discussion more constructively in the future with the aim to supporting the full implementation of Resolution 2118. Flexibility and wisdom from all parties are needed, and the most important thing that we should be focusing on is the substance of this issue. Mr. President, let me turn on to the subject to the agenda. As always, I would like to thank USG Nakamitsu for her briefing, and we recognize that it is not an easy for USG Nakamitsu to brief the Council every month with only some new elements to report or even sometimes none. However, we also understand that both the OPCW and the Syrian Arab Republic are continuing their coordination in order to make progress and to close this file, something that the Council needs to continuously support. This dossier is indeed a delicate matter. We all know the dynamic in The Hague and here in New York. Mr. President, it is in this context I wish to highlight the following points. First, it is urgent for all relevant parties to redouble their efforts to make progress on this dossier. It has been 7 years since Resolution 2118 was adopted in September 2013, and we have now the 84th report of the OPCW Director General. Sometimes I wonder how many more reports should we expect. Again, we acknowledge that this is a very complex technical process. We note that the Declaration Assessment Team continues its efforts to clarify all outstanding issues regarding the initial declaration, and that the Syrian National Authority has provided more information with regard to the outstanding issues. With the ongoing engagement and the current deployment of the DAT in the Syrian Arab Republic, we hope that we would be able to hear for more progress in our next meeting. Second, besides technical aspect, this issue will also need tactful and careful diplomatic handling. It is imperative for all parties, including the Council, to be cordial and considerate with each other in discussing this particular file. Concrete steps based on constructive engagement are needed if we want to make progress. Third, my delegation notes the ongoing activities by the fact-finding mission regarding various incidents, and as USG Nakamitsu said, the FMM recently issued 2 reports. We also note that the investigation and identification team is continuing its investigation. Indonesia would like to reemphasize that it is crucial for all investigations to be conducted in a comprehensive, impartial, and conclusive manner based on verified and credible sources. Mr. President, we appreciate that the OPCW Secretariat is continuing its mandated activities related to the Syrian chemical weapons program, despite the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. It is therefore more important than ever to ensure the safety and security of the personnel on the ground. To conclude, Mr. President, Indonesia condemns on the strongest possible terms the use of chemical weapons or the use of toxic chemicals as weapons by anyone, anywhere, under any circumstances, and for whatever reasons. I thank you very much, Mr. President.
I thank the representative of Indonesia for his statement and give the floor to the representative of the Dominican Republic.